Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar on premium plans. Today I'm going to be introducing Autodesk's new premium plan, an add-on benefit to their named user platform. My name's Long. I'm an account executive here at KETIV, where we empower today's innovators and manufacturers for a better tomorrow. And part of that is preparing you for the future. Now, just a quick intro of your host today. I manage many aspects of licensing here at KETIV, and we work in partnership with Autodesk to provide the best and creative licensing solutions to meet our customers' needs. I'm part of the customer success team, a team at KETIV dedicated to guiding customers to successful application of our products and services. Along with me on the call, we have Tony Theos. He's a sales executive and also part of Autodesk's customer success team as well. And then Stacy and Jessica from the KETIV team are going to be responding to questions in the chat. So make sure you leave some questions in the chat room for us. We'll either respond via the chat or respond at the end of this webinar. Now, back in April, we hosted a webinar on the named user platform after Autodesk first announced their commitment to transitioning that direction. I'm going to go through a quick review to refresh everyone's memory on this. Then I'll jump into some additional challenges that customers have shared that they face today and where the premium plan plays a role in solving them, as well as how we can help you make that transition. Now, on our last webinar, we went over Autodesk's latest transition to the named user platform. Autodesk is rolling out multiple levels of named user plans, including a standard, premium, and enterprise plan. All single user subscriptions are automatically on the base of these plans, the standard plan. Now, the intention behind this is to create a more personalized experience so that customers can get the most out of their licenses. Now, as part of their commitment to this transition, Autodesk has put some dates in place to show how their plan develops. For maintenance plans, by May 7th of 2021, maintenance plans can no longer be renewed, so they'll be discontinued at that time. And then after that, August 7th of 2021, multi-user subscriptions will also no longer be able to be renewed. Now, to help you transition to this new people-based plan, there are trade-in offers available, which I'll be going over in just a minute. Now, historically, many of our administrators have been afraid of named user because of the management overhead. Now, we've heard their feedback and improved the experience to make it easy to manage users and remove the pain that they have today managing multiple deployment types and serial numbers. When everyone is on a named user platform, their company can unlock a few new benefits, such as the opportunity to optimize licensing costs. Now, instead of knowing which users are using which products, with dedicated access or on the named user platform, each user is assigned their own license, right? And then usage data or data can be collected around their usage details, and that can help customers make the right investment decisions for their company. Now, for increased productivity, since each user will be assigned their own license, essentially they'll be able to log in and use each and every one of their tools at any given time, instead of users losing access to products when all the licenses are checked out of the server. And then lastly, customers can reduce their IT costs and burdens. Instead of managing network servers and tracking serial numbers and updating license files and leaving risk for compliance, when each user is assigned their own license, the licenses are managed by Autodesk and assigned by person, right? And so it mitigates a lot of that risk. 75% of our customers today have already adopted this named user model. And so we'll be going over how the remaining 25% can make that transition with these trade-in offers. And now, before I jump right into this, I'd like to remind everyone that a single user subscription is already the named user model. So this part of the conversation is specific to multi-user subscriptions for this trade-in. Right? Multi-user subscriptions are also known as networked licenses, floating licenses, shared licenses. They're all under the same umbrella. Now, for multi-user subscriptions, they're coming due after August 7th of this year. At the first time of your renewal after August 7th, you'll have the opportunity and the offer available that's called the 2-for-1 trade-in, named user trade-in offer, where at the time of renewal, you can trade each multi-user subscription in and receive 2 single user subscriptions back at the same cost it would have been for you to renew that multi-user subscription. So let's take, for example, a multi-user subscription that costs about $1,000 coming due in October. When October comes, you'll have the opportunity to trade that $1,000 multi-user subscription in and receive 2 single-user subscriptions at $500 each. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the multi-user subscription doesn't discontinue until August 7th of 2021. So at this next renewal, you do have the opportunity to still retain your multi-user subscription. However, if you do decide to keep multi-user subscription and bypass that first renewal for that 2-for-1 trade-in offer, upon your second renewal in 2021, that trade-in offer will turn into a 1-for-1. Right. So we highly recommend that you take advantage of this offer at the first renewal to ensure you're receiving as many named single user subscriptions as possible. Now, also announced by Autodesk, during the transition from the to the named user platform and using that 2-for-1 trade-in offer, you'll also have the opportunity to upgrade your single product subscription up into a collection if that's going to be a better fit for you. So for example, anyone with a multi-user AutoCAD, including specialized tool sets, will be able to upgrade to 2 product design and manufacturing collections at the same cost it would have been to use that 2-for-1 trade-in on that product design and manufacturing collection. You'll see here that that AutoCAD is already included inside that product design and manufacturing collection. So in all reality, you'll be receiving many, many more products within that collection. Now, this does apply to M2S licenses as well. So this would be a great time to consider an upgrade to a collection while retaining that grandfather discount from the M2S program. Contact myself or any other member of KETIV for specific info on your licenses. Now, everyone's now caught up to speed, so we're going to get to the main event of this webinar, the premium plan. I'm going to launch a poll. You should see it on your screen now. It's going to be asking you a few questions, like, are you frequently adding new users but would like to save time by not having to manually create and assign access for the users? Or do you have employees or contractors based globally that you want to potentially purchase for? All right. And then lastly, would you benefit from having a detailed usage report that goes into details per user? The premium plan offers advanced administrative control over the way that you manage your licenses. Right. Some other questions that you may have asked yourself: would I like 24/7 live support and faster response times? Do I need additional security features of single sign-on? Is it difficult to optimize subscription licensing because I don't know which users need which product access? And polls are in. Looks like there's a few of us here that have some or can see some time saving in an automated process in assigning access to licenses. Even more of you guys would benefit from globally managing all of your licenses from one central location. Right. And then actually the majority of you, it looks like it would benefit from a detailed usage report. So actually with the premium plan, I'll be going over a few of those very directly here. Now, customers like you who manage a large number of users that they need more advanced administrative support and security features, than what we currently offer in the standard plan, they voiced these challenges, right? More secure product access, and they want users to log in using their own company ID and password, right? Adding new users frequently and manually might be very, very much of a time burden. Expecting faster support times and avoiding and minimizing the amount of downtime, having trouble identifying which users actually need which products and making it difficult to optimize subscription costs. And again, employees, subsidiaries, contractors, anyone that you're employing globally who you want to purchase centrally for, right? And actually be able to keep track of. Now, with the premium plan, it addresses many of these challenges. Here are a few of the top features that it has. Single sign-on, which adds a layer of security and automation. It uses your own company credentials to provide more security, making it easier for individual users to sign in once and access their assigned software anytime they need it. In addition, it automates the user creation process, which makes it easier for you as users will be automatically added to the list. Now with usage, with reporting by user details, it's a higher level and much more granularly detailed usage report by user. You can easily see usage trends and identify power users in your company who can potentially share their tactics and workflows with others. And then 24/7 live IT support. With increased productivity, you can receive this type of support with the premium plan and help on technical issues, even during nights and weekends, to reduce the amount of downtime when these kind of issues arise. There's also global centralized purchasing for customers that have locations all over the world. And I'm going to go into some further detail on each one of these. Now, on the standard plan, all customers have the option to implement the two-step verification that they have access to, which adds an extra layer of security to user access by requiring users to use a generated security code at sign-in. Now, this is a feature that's available today for single user subscribers as part of the standard plan. On the premium plan, however, customers can choose to configure single sign-on. With single sign-on configured, users use their own company network credentials to sign into their Autodesk products and benefits. After the initial sign-in, users gain access to all Autodesk platforms and experiences they are assigned to and are automatically added to the user list, making it faster for you to create new users. Now, in terms of product usage reporting, with the standard plan, customers can now optimize licensing costs. Instead of not knowing which users are using which products, an aggregate view of usage data and user details help customers make the right investment decisions for their company. Most of these tools are in the collection. We have trainings, our weekly webinars through our Autodesk Virtual Academy that happens every Thursday. If you haven't already, make sure you sign up for it. It happens at 10 a.m. Thursday, Pacific time, every Thursday, and we have a running list of multitude of different topics already listed on the registration page. And when we get into the premium plan and product usage reporting, for customers with many users, you may not be able to talk to each one of the users to understand how they aggregately use their usage spans across each team or individual, right? This is where a more granular level of reporting available in premium can help. Now with the premium plan, in addition to by product reporting, you also have the by user view there on the left-hand side, which allows you to tie product usage back to an individual user or team level. For example, when viewing the user details for a specific user, you'll be able to see how often a specific user uses different products, right? We can see Hilda, for example, here, used 3 products in the last 3 months: AutoCAD, Revit, Civil 3D. She's used at least one of those products for 76 out of 89 days in the last 3 months. Now we could also see the number of days she used on each specific product, as well as how often she uses different versions of each product. Now, if we want to get into more granular detail, we can even drill down further to see usage trends, like how many days each product has been used for any given week. Hilda, again, for example, used AutoCAD 3 days a week for most of December, and then in January, usage picked up to 7 days a week. Seems like holidays are a slower time for Hilda, but the turn of the year shows high usage right out of the gate. Now, with this kind of usage reporting by user, you can see these usage trends and identify power users in your company who can potentially share their tactics and workflows with others. Also included on the premium plan, you'll get technical help during nights and weekends, not just your local business hours, further reducing downtime that may result from technical issues. Very beneficial if you have global locations. Now, when you're signed in anywhere, your Autodesk account, a website, Autodesk Knowledge Network, you can get that help and choose the contact capability that you prefer for your technical issue and its urgency. Now, for those of you with locations in other places of the world, centralized purchasing can simplify your purchasing for all of your subsidiaries you manage and allow to negotiate more effectively when purchasing a large volume of subscriptions. For those of you with extra territory rights, which is the way it's being globally managed today, called an ETR, centralized purchasing pretty much provides the same benefits as ETRs do today. With centralized purchasing, a parent company can be the purchaser and buy for its direct employees and contractors based globally. Now, to recap, let's take a look at the two plans side by side and see which features will work best for you. The standard plan includes two-step verification for more secure user access, bulk import for faster user creation. That's still in the works, but it should be finishing up soon here with Autodesk. For usage reporting, it's reporting to view and export product usage by product at an aggregate level. There is live support, technical support included in that, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. And then the license assignment is landlocked, so to speak. The assignment is based in the country of purchase. Now, on the right-hand side for the premium plan, you do get all the benefits of the standard plan, plus single sign-on for more automated and secure user access. In the future, Autodesk will extend single sign-on to include group sync capabilities to fully integrate Autodesk user management with Active Directory. Product usage reporting goes into much granular details by offering the ability to view and export product usage by individual users. Live support or live technical support is offered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for IT. And then license purchasing can now be centralized for global purchases, allowing you to manage global licenses from one location. Now, how do we get to add that premium plan, and how does it make you eligible for it? Here are the requirements to be able to add that premium plan to your plan. In order to add premium plan, there's a minimum of 50 named user or single user subscriptions within one company. This is not restricted to one contract. Even with multiple contracts, as long as the total number of named user licenses equals or exceeds 50, you'll be eligible for the premium plan. Now, when the premium plan is added, it is sold as a prepaid annual plan. This means it can be added at any time, as long as at least one or more contracts have 1 year or more remaining in its term. And the cost to add premium plan is $300 per subscription to Uplift. When you're ready to upgrade to the premium plan, we can help you determine the total cost to Uplift. Autodesk essentially takes a snapshot of your total number of single user subscriptions that premium plan must be applied to at the time of purchase. Any additional licenses purchased within that 1 year premium plan term does not incur any additional costs. Those new additions will automatically gain the benefits of premium and no additional charge. When the premium plan comes due for renewal, Autodesk then retakes that snapshot and then determines what the current number of eligible subscriptions are at that time. And that will determine what that cost for your premium plan will be. Now, next steps. What really needs to happen next? This is how you're going to be able to add the premium plan to your current existing contracts. The easiest way to get there is to contact KETIV. We'll work with you through each one of these steps, right? If you're not already on the named user platform, we can discuss how to get you there using trade-in offers or any other creative method that we can come up with. Once you connect with us, we'll schedule some time to walk through eligibility and expected cost to attain premium plan, as well as discuss how you can utilize each of the benefits to your advantage so you'll be well informed before making your final decision. We'll then work with you to create a game plan to ensure a smooth transition. So that phone number on there, you can call, any of you guys can call. And talk to your account manager or anyone else here at KETIV that you feel comfortable with to learn more about this. Also, my email is on this slide here. Contact me directly, and I'll be able to share any kind of information that you need, go into further details, or tailor it specifically to your licenses and your business objectives. So now we're going to open the floor to some questions. So we'll see if we have some lined up here that aren't already answered.
Along, there's a question in here regarding centralized global purchasing. Can you just describe again what the centralized purchasing would allow a customer to do and would essentially allow KETIV to do?
Yes, absolutely. So global centralized purchasing means that from one location, generally the company's headquarters, that company can purchase and provide licenses to any user anywhere in the world, right? The way that it would work is that the assignment in the portal is where you assign that user, right? So it's not that the license has to attach itself to another location per se. It attaches itself to a user, and if the user happens to be in another country, the premium plan will allow it to be used in another country. Let's see here.
See. Is a user able to check out a license so that they could work when offline, or will the user need to have internet access when they open the software? So I think this is referring to the named user model.
Mm-hmm. We can discuss this one-on-one for specific licenses. Generally, the way that Autodesk recognizes or is able to know where licenses are is about, I believe it's once a month that they ping the system or that
Correct.
subscription ID, right?
Yes.
And so it may need internet access, but it's not often by any means. It may be once a month just for Autodesk to be able to check one, where the license is to make sure it's staying within its land terms, or if it's on a premium plan, then it can be used outside of that. And then two, just checking for compliancy. That's it.
And there was another question regarding the offline, if the tracking would work if a user was offline.
If the user is offline, then the tracking for the data.
Yeah, for the usage data, right. I honestly don't know if how that is updated, if that when they log back in, if we would capture that data or not. So that might be something we need to follow back up with.
Yep, we can follow back up with that question. Someone here is asking for a reiteration on the requirements to a premium plan. The minimum number of licenses needed is 50 named user or single user subscriptions as a whole. Again, that's not tied to a single contract. You can have 50 different contracts with one named user license on there and you'll still be eligible, right? As long as one of the contracts is at least a year or longer on their term available. And then from there, it would be an uplift of $300 per subscription to uplift them into the premium plan. Which products are eligible for the premium plan? That's a bit of a loaded question. I would encourage you to contact us directly to go through a list of eligible products. For the most part, nearly all of Autodesk licenses are available for it, right? Most of the design, the CAD design tools, data management tools, it's all eligible for it. It would be more based on the advanced tools like manufacturing tools and simulation tools that we'd want to discuss, but that is a great question for you to connect with KETIV directly on. When can I upgrade my plan to premium? That's a good question as well. The premium plan is treated as a separate contract from the licenses. So ideally, you can add premium plan at any given time. Again, Autodesk basically takes a snapshot or a picture of the entire number of licenses or single user licenses that are under your company. And that determines how many licenses that you'll be purchasing the premium plan for. And it will notice if there are any contracts that are 1 year or longer available, right? But essentially you can add premium plan at any given time. A follow-up to that question, can I downgrade after? Premium plan, again, is sold as a prepaid annual plan. So at the end of your 1 year term, you can actually choose to renew it, or you can downgrade back to standard. You do lose the access to the benefits of premium, right? So upgrading and downgrading, I would highly suggest that you discuss this with myself, and I can even circle Autodesk in to have the full discussion around it on what the effects would be to downgrade if that's the direction you're looking for. And then how can I purchase premium plans? The products you work through with us, but with premium plan, contact me directly, right? I'll be able to help you work through the eligibility portion of the premium plan. We can purchase the premium plan through us, and I'll make sure that an Autodesk representatives like Tony Theos will be involved on that call as well. Do I have to?
I do have, there is a question in here about why premium plan isn't just the standard and why we have the multiple levels. And I think the answer to that, is in part because we wanted to still provide customers the option. Not every customer is going to require the premium plan. That's certainly functionality that is of greater use the more licenses that there are. So it's more that mid-size. That's why we have some of the seat minimums and things like that are there. So that's in part why the different offerings. And I know that this is, this change comes on the heels of several other changes that have happened recently, but it's all part of transitioning to that subscription model and trying to have the right offerings for all of our users. So we are almost through this transition, which is good to be able to say finally.
Mm-hmm. Another question listed here: do I have to upgrade all premium or upgrade to premium for all my named users, or can you upgrade only a few? The way that the plan works, actually, you do need to upgrade to premium all of your named users. So if you have say 60 single user licenses, you would need to upgrade all 60 and you wouldn't be able to only choose 50. So it'd be the entirety of your single user or named user licenses. Let's see. Is there an option for a flat cost contract agreement? To my knowledge, no, not on the named user platform. The flat cost thing, I haven't heard anything that came through the pipe on that one. As far as I understand, the premium plan is is only going to be based on a per subscription base, mostly because different companies have different sizes, right? And so some corporations with many users or multiple different divisions may see different benefits from it, but would apply to all of those users as well. Alrighty. Looks like we've answered nearly all the questions here. If you do not have 50 users, can I purchase premium plan? There's actually the 50 user minimum, right? Or sorry, the minimum is for 50 named user subscriptions.
Right.
All right. So if you do not reach it, if you're just under, technically no, because you would need to be at the 50. However, we can get very creative with this. So I would also suggest that you contact me and we can work through it and see what we can do and where we can help to get you to that premium.
Yeah, I also, I would just add along that I do envision a day where we'll be able to scale the premium plan and start to reach even more customers that are below that 50 seat mark, but that's not where we are today. This is, we want to be able to ensure the best possible experience for our customers as they come onto this plan.
Yep, totally agree. Do also take into account this is the first time that they're releasing that premium plan. Autodesk historically, if they continually upgrade the platform, right, there may be changes that you'll be seeing and other benefits that are added to it sometime in the future. You can bet that Autodesk and KETIV will be all over it, and we'll have more webinars here to address them. Right. Oh, here's a really good question. Are the 2-for-1 seats counted in the count to qualify? Yes, they do. All right, so you can use that 2-for-1 trade-in to move from multi-user subscription to named user subscriptions, and both seats would qualify to the premium plan. So effectively, if you have 25 multi-user subscriptions and you use the 2-for-1 trade-in offer, you will end up at the 50 mark that makes you eligible for a premium plan. All right. Let's see, I'll give another minute or so for anyone else that has further questions. Looks like you guys had some really great questions. We've covered a lot of bases here today. What I always encourage my customers to do is to take a little bit of time and digest this information, because there was a ton that I went over today, and reach out to me with further questions, concerns, or any kind of clarification, right? So let me go back to this slide here. Again, call us or email me directly, right, for more information or specific information around your own licensing and what, 1, we can do to get you eligible, 2, what kind of benefits you can take advantage of, and 3, really create that game plan to ensure that transition when you're ready to make it happen. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining the webinar, and I hope to talk to everyone soon.